What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope this video will be helpful to you. I hope that you will love the video, love the content, like, subscribe, do all the stuff that you do on social media. This video is about how I lost 90 pounds in 12 months and how you can do the same thing as well if you follow these 5 steps. Now, let's get into the video. A little bit of background so you know who I am and where I'm coming from, where I got to lose 90 pounds in 1 year. I'm 21. I didn't know what a calorie was my whole life. I didn't track anything I ate. I tried to go to the gym. I tried to be the big guy in high school. I started out as a running back playing football, and then because I kept eating and didn't know how to do proper nutrition, I was put as a lineman. And so then I just accepted the role as a lineman. So I just ate everything and anything and didn't never really realize, fell into the slip, started just eating and eating and eating and eating and eating and not stopping. And whenever my stomach hurt, I ate some more, and I just continued this lifestyle through high school. And then even leaving high school, I continued to have this lifestyle of just eating and nonstop food addiction. And it was taking over my life, and I didn't even know food addiction was bad. I didn't even know it was an addiction until I was way too deep. I left college, I came home, and I just continued this rabbit trail of eating. And that summer, after my first year of college, I actually lost 10 pounds and then boom, shot back right back up. In January of 2025, I was 290 pounds, pushing 300. I checked that scale. I remember looking at that scale and saying, no, I'm not hitting 300. I don't want to be that guy. I'm not going to hit 300. And I was the biggest I'd ever been in my life. And so it all started out. I just said, okay, I'm just going to eat healthy. I'm just going to try and eat healthier. And so I decided to do that. I just stopped eating at fast food, and that's all I cut out. And I stopped drinking soda, and that's it. I just stopped doing those things. And I lost a decent amount of weight. I lost about 20 pounds or so. And because I was working so much, I didn't buy food, so I saved money as well. I was bringing food from home, but here's the catch. I was bringing a full sandwich with mayonnaise, barbecue sauce, ham, cheese, probably a banana, a Cliff Bar, probably some small dessert or something, but I was bringing it from home. And so I thought I was eating healthier because I was eating less food, because I was watching what I ate, because I was bringing my own food, and it was all good foods. Those foods are good in and of themselves. I brought that, and so I thought that would help me lose weight. I thought that's how I could do it. If I just ate healthy, if I just watched what I ate, if I just had an inkling of, okay, I just need to know what I'm eating, and then I'll lose weight. That's how it all worked. And it kind of did. I lost some weight. Up until May, I truly just didn't know what I was talking about. I was able to get down to 260, so I lost about 40 pounds. It was a good amount. I was happy with it. I was walking all the time. I wasn't exercising. I wasn't really running. I was just walking at work all the time. I work in landscaping, and so I'm mowing yards back and forth, back and forth. So I'm getting my steps in like crazy. And then I'm just eating more cognitively. I'm just thinking more about what I'm eating. I'm not actually tracking anything, just thinking more. And so I lost about 40 pounds in about 6 months or so, which wasn't too bad. I didn't track calories. I didn't track my weight. I barely even weighed myself then. I would weigh myself like once a month, if that. Right at the end of May, I went to a camping retreat with my wife and her friends. And with spending time with them, there were a few of them who knew what they were talking about in the fitness industry. They were in a place that I wanted to be in. They were in a place that I aspired to be one day. That's why I was losing weight. That's why I was even on this thing. I wanted to get into better shape. And he taught me about what a calorie was and what a calorie deficit was. And he taught me about expenditure and what a calorie output is. He taught me about how steps work. And he blew my brain with how simple things are, with how much information you don't need and how much information you need. It is not that much. And he changed my perspective on losing weight. He changed my perspective on how someone does lose weight. And so I decided, all right, what's the worst that can happen? I've already lost some weight. It's either going to come off faster or it's not going to come off at all, and I'll just hop back off, whatever. So I decided to put my pride to the side, thinking I knew what was going on, and to try it. So I downloaded my first calorie counting app. I used My Net Diary. My Net Diary worked for all of my different food tracking options. It helped me get to my protein levels. It helped me get to all of my different things that I needed to count my calories in the right way. It tracked my steps, it tracked my metabolism, it tracked all this stuff for me. It let me log my weight, it let me do all of this stuff. And it was really helpful for me to use My Net Diary in the beginning. Now, let's get into 5 things that I did and the 5 things you can do starting today to lose 90 pounds or however much weight you need to lose. First thing, set up your why. Define why you want to lose weight. Do you want to lose weight just to look good with your shirt off? Do you want to lose weight to be on a bodybuilding show one day? Do you want to lose weight just to be a healthier individual? Do you want to lose weight because of medical reasons? All of those reasons are fine. In and of themselves, you can have whatever definition you want. Define why. Define what it is that you want to lose weight for. I'll tell you, my why was I had a little boy and I couldn't keep up with him. I would get home from work and he'd be wanting to play on the ground, run around outside, do all his stuff, and I couldn't. I had to go to bed because I was so tired. Or I laid on the couch because I was so tired. I couldn't play with him because I was so tired. And that was my why. I wanted to keep up with him. I wanted to stay healthy for him. I wanted him to look at his dad and say, he's my hero. I want to be like him. He's healthy. He's strong. He is a superhero. I wanted him to be proud of who his father was, not ashamed of who his father was. And so he was my first why. Number 2, the first practical step is put yourself into a calorie deficit. A calorie is a unit of measurement that measures the amount of energy that is in each food item. All of the foods have them: Cheez-Its, Oreos, soda pop, all the different things. Everything has calories. They're a unit of measurement. And so you also burn in a certain amount of calories a day. That is what we call a calorie expenditure and a calorie output, or you could say. And so the first things you should do is you can get online. You can find these calculators anywhere. If you use AI, you can ask ChatGPT what your maintenance is, and they'll tell you what your maintenance is. A calorie maintenance is what your body will burn, and it won't gain an ounce of fat, and it won't lose an ounce of fat. If you eat that many calories a day, that's what'll happen. You won't lose and you won't gain. Obviously, water weight changes things, but you won't lose or gain fat in and of itself. 150 or even 100 to 500, 1,000, 2,000, whatever it is, it puts you below what your calorie maintenance is. So for me, my calorie maintenance when I first started losing weight was around 3,200 calories. That's around 3,100 to 3,200 calories. I was a big boy. I had a lot of muscle, but I was a big boy. My maintenance would have been 3,001 or 200 calories. So a calorie deficit would look like 2,600 calories. That would put me in a 500 calorie deficit so that I could be losing around 1 pound a week. So put yourself into a calorie deficit. Whatever that looks like, using an app, not using an app, intermittent fasting, whatever you need to do. If you need to do keto, if you need to do paleo, whatever diets you got to do, just put yourself in a calorie deficit. My preference is to do this thing that we like to call flexible dieting. It's where you can eat whatever you want. You can have any food on the planet as long as it fits the calorie budget. You set yourself a calorie budget, which is that deficit. So like 2,600 calories. So my budget would be 2,600 calories. And then you eat whatever foods you want: cake, ice cream, chicken, meatloaf, whatever you want to eat. But it just needs to fit the budget. It just needs to fit that 2,600 calories. Number 3, I exercised 3 to 4 times a week. You don't have to go to the gym for this. You don't have to put yourself in the gym right now. If you're not comfortable with the gym, I understand that. There is a lot of fear in taking that first step, but just a little bit of encouragement. If you're afraid of the gym because you're afraid people are going to judge you, they're not. They're not going to judge you. They'll be happy to see you there because the gym is a place to better yourself. And they're all there to better themselves because they all understand I'm not perfect and they need to work on themselves and they need to grow and they need to get bigger or they need to cut weight or whatever. So the gym is for you. It's for you to better yourself. But if you're still uncomfortable, that's okay. I understand that. But exercise 3 to 4 times a week, whether that's at home or at the gym, either way, you could even just do push-ups and sit-ups and all the different things and just build muscle that way. Just doing push-ups, try get a pull-up bar, get some dumbbells on you can find them on Facebook Marketplace, Amazon. You can find them cheap or you can go more expensive, but you can find them cheap. You can find them on OfferUp and all these other websites that do people selling their old stuff because more muscle burns more calories over time. While we're on the topic of cardio, pick a cardio that you like. What is something you like? Running, walking, biking, rowing a boat? I suggest starting with 8 to 10,000 steps a day. What this looks like is you maybe at work going on your lunch break and just walking for 30 minutes and averaging in each week around 8 to 10,000 steps a day. This in and of itself will get you to a good burning calories throughout the day that you can sustain. If you are absolutely not able to get any of your steps in and that is not something you can do, then supplement with other cardio. Go sit on the bike for a while in the morning, go sit on the bike in the evening, whatever you go to the gym. And number 5, the last one. Please, you need this one. This is the most important one. You've got to be patient. You've got to slow down. It's not a 30 pounds in 30 days weight loss crash diet. The problem with diets is there's an end to it. And when you get to the end, you rebound. That's what everybody says. That's what happens to everybody. The studies of how many people have gone on diets and rebounded double what they've lost is crazy. And so I encourage you, don't diet. Do a flexible schedule. Do a flexible dieting. Do a flexible calorie budget. And get yourself in a place where you can do this long term. Do this for 5 years. Do this for years. I will probably be watching calories, whether I'm counting them on the app to the gram or whether I'm counting them in my head for the rest of my life. But be patient. It takes time. This is a work in progress. You are a work in progress. You can't just have your brain fully developed at 21 if your brain fully develops at 24. I'm 21. I know my brain is not fully developed. And I wish I could rush that, but I can't. I just need to take time. I need life experience. I need to grow. I need to learn. I need to rise and fall and make mistakes and fall short and succeed. I need to do those things to be able to become the person that I want to be. Same with this weight loss. You need to succeed in your diet. You're going to have days where you go way over your calorie budget and you're going to learn what it feels like. You're going to miss the gym. You're not going to get your steps in. You're not going to drink enough water. You're not going to get enough sleep. All these things that are important, you're going to mess up on. And it takes those learning experiences to become the person that you want to be, to hit your weight loss goals. Let's go over them one more time. Number 1, define your why. Why do you want to lose weight? Number 2, put yourself into a calorie deficit. Calories is how you lose weight. Number 3, exercise 3 to 4 times a week. Number 4, get some sort of cardio in, whether that's steps, running, biking, rowing, whatever it is. And number 5, be patient. Take your time. Weight loss will happen if you're patient. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this video was encouraging to you. I hope that this video is helpful for you. I hope that your weight loss goals and your weight loss transformation is a crazy one. Comment below if you've lost tons of weight and what you did. Comment below if you have other advice that you would give a new person who's entering this new phase of life. And comment below something that you wish you didn't do on your last cut. Have a blessed rest of your day, everybody. God bless.